Rutherford Forest Service Road. That's the direction that I came from. And this is where I'm going to be going tomorrow. But for right now, we're going to take a look at this creek. On the map, it says that this is called Sioux Falls, S-O-O. I don't really see any waterfall. I drove over this earlier and then turned around. Definitely glacial fed. Good morning, everyone. It's the 2nd of September 2024. The noise you hear, I just talked with a gentleman there. He was in a white Sprinter van and he was trying to look for Sioux Falls, that S-O-O Falls. That's the one that I saw last night right down the bridge there, if that was supposedly the falls. I don't think it was. I think it was mismarked on the map. I have a feeling it's in another valley. But he came up this way thinking that this road kept going up, which it does keep going up, but I don't think it goes towards the waterfall. But I'm just about getting everything packed up for my long haul up into the Pemberton Icefield. I'm gonna have my sleeping bag, which is all packed up. I'm debating whether to bring my actual tent or not. It's very lightweight, but it's just spacing that's the issue. Got my drone, of course. I'll be needing that. This pack is already pretty heavy. And I'm going to have a lot of bungee cords to strap everything else. Camera, that's a necessity. Deodorant? I don't think I need to bring that. It's not like there's any women up here to impress anyway. I should be good on that. Socks, my hat, of course, I'll bring. I'm trying to avoid applying suntan lotion. It's last time I did, I had a really bad reaction with the skin and I was left itchy for a number of days. Bear spray, that's just a mandatory must. And I think we should be ready to hit the road. I can't believe we made it. Just right by the 17-kilometer marker. The steepest hill ever. It wouldn't have been so bad if it wasn't so rocky. I kept spinning out back and forth and I just barely made it. I had to really slowly throttle my way out. I smell my tires burning and all, which this would not be a good place for that to happen. But I made it through. I just wish I had four-wheel drive in that instance. Hopefully I can make it up this hill. I was spraying rocks all over the place. This road is otherwise in pretty good shape, except for these abrupt, sudden, steep sections. Okay, after about a half hour of sorting things out, this is where I'm going to be parking. Right in the clear cut. And I'm going to take my bike up. I don't have to go too far, but it always helps just having it as a backup for when I come back down. I tried driving up it, but there's a dip about 100 meters up ahead where my car would just bottom out in, and with my little attachment in the rear here, I would probably scrape and mangle that all up. Apologize if this gets annoying. I have this little makeshift bear bell that alerts the big animals when I'm coming near. I haven't seen any bears yet today, but they do often like to forage in these open, recently logged off areas. So I just have to keep my eye out. And you can see some of the logging operations that were done a few years back on the hillsides. They don't have any roads leading to them. My bike chained up here. It's right next to the road, but you really have to mow through all these branches in order to find it. Bushwhack straight through the logged area and gain the original old growth forest straight ahead, and the ridge looks pretty gentle going up. Oh, this is nice. I'm slowly starting to come into the alpine meadows. Little teaser at least. Mountains are looking nice in the distance. It's starting to look a little bit like fall. Indian summer. Pretty warm and quiet up here. And I did find this little seep of a stream, which was just perfect. I was able to extract some water from it. So I'm going to keep myself refreshened up. My water filters are a little slow at activating, but I think if I keep using them, they'll get a little bit better. Wow. Check out that view. The mighty Appa Glacier. It still is quite a decent size for how much of it has receded away. Wow. And there's the terminus right there. Well, tomorrow I'm going to down climb. I get down to the coal there, get onto the glacier, and it should be a lot easier trekking. I hope, at least. So I got quite a bit of a journey tomorrow. But in the meantime, I'm probably going to camp somewhere in this area. Like I said, I came up from this valley here. Alright, just below that knoll, this is where I'm going to camp for the night. Just kind of bivvy in this spot right here. And in the morning, I should be up and ready to go. Everything is damp except for where I slept. It's the only dry part of the mat. The fog seems to be lifting. So, as you can see, the conditions changed drastically. And I'm going to be hiking right up into the fog. going straight down a moulin. Beautiful blue. Among my favorite colors, Glacier blue. The stream over here, the heat of the water has caused this ice cave to form. I probably won't go down too much. Very vertical moulin. Who knows how far down that goes. And then there's this big gigantic erratic sitting right in the middle of the ice. Now I'm reaching the upper reaches of the Appa Glacier, the big crevasse. You can hear the water flowing through. I get the feeling it comes from this meltwater that you see there. So even though it's all gravel, you can see the ice directly underneath it. So these slopes are rather unstable, and earlier I could see some of the mud just sliding off down into the hole there. Well, it's still a pretty active area. I gotta watch out for rocks that are falling from above me because of shifting ice. So this is just one small glacier out of many vast ones of the Pemberton Icefield. And the Pemberton Icefield is the smallest of all the major ice fields in the Pacific ranges. The largest one, the Ha-Iltsik Icefield, very remote place. I think it is slightly larger than the state of Rhode Island. I think I will spend the night right here on this relatively flat rock. It's a little bit downsloped. I'm just past where I camped this morning, which is just a little bit over in that direction. In the morning it's going to be a long, arduous approach back to the car. Okay, so now I'm packed up. Just gonna be heading down the valley that I came up from. Pretty much retracing almost all of my path back. Alright, this is the last look at the Pemberton Icefield. I made it back to the top of the pass. I climbed up there when I tried getting a view of the Appa Glacier, but it was too far receded. But now I'm just retracing my steps back as the sun's about to poke through. Beautiful September skies. That's what I love about this area. Even though I am very exhausted and dead, I just love that shadowing effect with all the trees and the forests and the ridge lines, jagged peaks in the backdrop. It's hard to beat.